Bella was awakened by the sound of a doorbell ringing. It was early morning and she wasn't expecting anyone. As she got out of bed and opened the door, she didn't immediately recognize her childhood friend. She looked up and down at a tall young woman wearing a somewhat short skirt for a casual attire. Bella tried to figure out why the face seemed so familiar. She couldn't quite identify who she was. The face felt familiar, yet it had changed significantly. The woman was cradling something in her arms. "Are you gonna let me in or what?" The friend giggled, looking tired. "Oh, of course, sorry. Come in." Sonia walked inside, her high heels clicking on the floor. She placed her bundle on the sofa. "My arms are killing me." The bundle suddenly started moving and a cry emanated from it. Bella stood up and approached. "Is that a baby?" Sonia lit up a cigarette and said, "A work of art named Leah." Bella immediately began waving the smoke away with her hands. "Are you out of your mind? Go smoke on the porch now. There's a baby here, for heaven's sake." Sonia smiled and said, "Nothing's changed at all. You're still as righteous and boring as ever." Sonia went to the porch and smoked, watching through the window as Bella carefully unwrapped the baby and let her get some fresh air. As she spoke affectionately to the baby, Leah cooed and calmed down. When Sonia returned from outside after smoking 3 cigarettes in a row, she didn't smell pleasant. Bella stood up, opened the window, and looked at her disapprovingly. "How are you feeding her?" Sonia dismissed it with a wave of her hand, as if it wasn't important. "There's a bottle in the bag." Bella quickly prepared some porridge and changed Leah's clothes, which she found in the bag. "It's chilly outside. You need to keep her warm and fed." "Don't worry. She's a strong girl." Bella realized that Sonia hadn't just dropped by for a few minutes. Since it was still dark outside, she prepared a bed for the little one. The baby was already drifting off to sleep, even though she hadn't eaten much. When Leah fell asleep, Bella put the bottle away and gestured for Sonia to join her in the kitchen. "Well, you must be hungry too, friend. Let me make you some coffee and a sandwich. I want to know how exactly you ended up here." They sat in the kitchen, and Sonia began to talk. "You know, I trusted him. I confided in him completely. And he was... married? No, it's not that. He was different at first, but he changed. After I gave birth, he said that I'm supposed to stay at home with the baby and take care of her. I mean, that's basically the end of it for me. I need a life. Why would I want to sit at home and do nothing? To be completely honest, he just wasn't the right guy for me, and I just left. It turned out becoming a mother wasn't as easy as I'd expected. But you know me, I can handle anything." "Of course I do. So what's next now? As far as I remember, you sold your parents' house." "Well, I'm in no rush, so I'll take my time and think about it. Can I stay with you for a couple of days?" "Of course, you can stay as long as you want." "And you still haven't had a boyfriend, huh?" Sonia suddenly asked. Bella smiled. "Yeah, I guess I'm not destined or something." "So, what do you do for a living?" Sonia continued questioning. "I do accounting for a few companies." Sonia looked around and asked further, "Do you work from home? As they say these days, remotely?" Bella laughed. "That's exactly the term. I mean, I can work anytime, anywhere, so that's a good plus." "Good job, but I don't get why you're still single though. I can't believe guys are missing out on such a trustworthy person like you." "I've tried with some guys. I didn't like it." "Well, I think you should try harder," Sonia smiled. 2 days passed in the blink of an eye. Bella was busy tending to Leah, and she did it with great pleasure. Meanwhile, Sonia went through ads in the newspapers and made some calls. On the 3rd day, Sonia sat next to Bella, who was taking care of the little baby. "I see you're enjoying your time with Leah." "Of course. Look at her. She's such a cutie. How can you not enjoy taking care of this bundle of happiness?" "Bella, listen. I've got nobody else to turn to about this. You know, I don't really have any relatives, except for my aunt who hates my guts." Bella looked at her as if sensing she couldn't bring herself to ask for something. "What is it, Sonia? I'll do what I can. I got a really important job offer. It's a nice company and I want to take the job. So, what's the problem? Take it. The thing is, it's in the city. I can't imagine myself in the city with a baby. I can't work like that. I just need 1 month to get settled, find a place to live, and a nanny who can take care of Leah. Do you think I can leave Leah with you for a month? I mean, you work from home, and can you please help me out? This is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity for me. Bella was absolutely confused, struggling to find the right words to say. Sonia, I just don't see how that would be possible. She's your daughter. And that's exactly who I'm taking care of, Sonia interrupted, and asking you to help me take care of Leah. I hope you understand that it's impossible for me to run around in the city with a baby. I can't afford a nanny at this point either. And you're just naturally so good with her. As soon as I get settled, I'll come back and take her. I'll be calling you guys every day, don't worry. By this time, Bella had spent a few hours around Leah. She had already grown attached to the baby, and a strong bond had formed between them. Bella felt as though she was meant to be part of this child's life, and now she was being offered the opportunity to play a significant role in it. At first, Bella hadn't even noticed the subtle ways in which she was being persuaded to take care of Leah. The discussions about her mother's unpredictable future, the emphasis on Leah's well-being, and the hints that Bella's presence could provide stability for the child all played a part in slowly convincing her. Perhaps deep down, Bella knew that she was the best option for Leah. Her own instincts had been stirred by the baby's presence, and she felt an innate desire to protect and nurture her. As the idea settled into her mind, Bella couldn't shake the feeling that this was the right decision for both of them. When the time came to officially agree, Bella didn't hesitate. The love and affection she felt for Leah overflowed as she held the baby in her arms. She promised to do everything in her power to ensure that Leah would be in a safe and loving environment. Bella knew that the road ahead would be challenging, but she was committed to giving Leah her best. With each day, her love for the child only grew stronger, and she found herself constantly learning and adapting to the needs of her new role as a caregiver. Only a week after embracing the role of Leah's caregiver, Bella found that the sensation of motherhood had a profoundly positive impact on her well-being. It filled her with a happiness that she had never experienced before, and she was astonished by how this newfound joy had remained hidden within her for so long. Every time Bella approached Leah, the baby would greet her with a warm, bright smile, even while drifting in and out of sleep. Leah's cheerful disposition seemed to radiate throughout the room, and Bella couldn't help but feel a deep sense of connection with the child. Leah was an incredibly serene baby, which made it easy for Bella to balance her new responsibilities with her work. As the days went by, their bond grew stronger, and Bella found herself cherishing every moment spent with the little girl. However, as Bella's attachment to Leah deepened, she couldn't ignore the unsettling knowledge that she would eventually have to return the baby to her mother. This thought loomed over her like a dark cloud, casting a shadow on the otherwise blissful experience of caring for Leah. Despite this nagging feeling, Bella resolved to make the most of their time together. She focused on creating a nurturing environment for Leah, offering her unwavering love and support. Bella knew that eventually, the day would come when they would have to part ways. But until that moment arrived, she would continue to pour her heart and soul into raising Leah, ensuring that the baby would always know the warmth of her love. Sonia called exactly 1 month after leaving Leah with Bella. Bella, that job didn't work out. They weren't what I expected them to be. I've already found a different job and got paid. I'm gonna send you some money. So, how are you both doing? Everything's alright. Leah's trying to sit up, and we've already tried puree. I'll call you back, Bella. Sonia hung up the phone abruptly, not even sounding interested in hearing what else Leah had learned. Bella's phone buzzed, displaying an incoming money transfer, a decent amount too. We're gonna get a stroller. Do you want to get a stroller, baby? Yeah? You want to ride in a stroller? Bella decided to spend the money Sonia had transferred on a stroller. It was a timely purchase that greatly improved their lives. They often went for walks in the park, especially in good weather. After 2 more months had passed, Sonia called Bella again, sending her additional money to help care for Leah. As the days turned into weeks and weeks into months,